Welcome to the largest, global, most competitive tournament of the best players around the world, the Meta Championship Series. The ban list is fully implemented in this tournament. I told you to wait for the MCS, wait for the MCS to see what's good. You want to use your new dream tickets? Well, you had to wait for this tournament. We have the best of the best around the world with the biggest ban list ever. Banned Cocytus, limited the Invoker. Everything got hit on this ban list, and this is the definitive tournament that's going to tell you what's good when the ban list officially becomes live in game. You're going to see all the deck lists, the top 32. You can click join on YouTube to join the fun, join these events yourself. I have so many free events. We also have the largest, most active Discord for events, discussions, and help. You want help? We got you. You want free events? We got you. You want dual room tournaments? We got you. Let's hop into the grand finals of the Meta Championship Series. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Largest, most impactful ban list ever. And I'm sorry to tell you, it is Invoked versus Invoked in the grand finals. Now, that does not mean that they are the most played or best performing deck of the entire tournament. These players were just good enough to get to the grand finals. We'll see the full breakdown, what did well, what didn't do well, right after this grand final duel. We're going to open up with a Neos Fusion, sending an Invoker and an Elemental Hero Neos from the deck to the grave to summon the Brave Neos, which is protected from destruction as long as you have a Neos Fusion in the graveyard to banish, to protect from destruction. We have a Winda, but this is not a Ritual Beast deck. Winda is a really good standalone card that could be used in any deck. We have Fiendish Chain locking up the Brave Neos, Winda swinging into the opposing Invoker, Invoker on flip, searching for the Invocation Fusion spell. Now, Winda, when destroyed by battle or card effect, will summon another Winda or a Ritual Beast Fusion. That's why she's so good. I've talked about this in many Dream Ticket videos, that Winda is such a good standalone card. It's only a matter of time that where we see Winda being played in lots of non-Ritual Beast decks. Going to destroy the Invoker on the field to search for a Kiteroid with the field spell. That's what the field spell do. Activating the Invocation to make a Kaliga by banishing the opposing Invoker and his own Invoker. Now, Kaliga says only one monster effect, and one monster can attack per player per turn. Activates the one of Invocation to return the Invoker back to the hand and return the Invocation back in the deck. That means if you Deity Crow or Cosmic Cyclone, the Invocation, it's gone forever. That's it. They don't play more than one. They're playing 2 Invoker, 1 Invocation. But due to Dark Magician no longer being a competitive deck at the moment, a lot of decks feel like they don't need to play Cosmic Cyclone anymore. And that's the case with most of the decks of the top 32, I believe. So we'll see what that looks like. Maybe Cosmic Cyclone will go up now that Invoker has been shown to be top tier. Tributes off the Brave Neos with a Ballista Squad, which was locked up and negated by the Fiendish Chain. Now Fiendish Chain is just going to sit there uselessly as he redirects his attack to the face.
I end my turn.
It's my turn. I draw a card.
Let's go, let's go. Fire Reload is a brand new skill that was supposed to be used with Volcanics, and of course no one's doing that. We're using it to revive Invokes Neos. We literally just play Volcanic Shell. That card that's been played over a year ago in top tier Invoke Neos, well, it's back. And per Volcanic Shell in your hand, you can return it back on the deck to draw that many cards. So they're normally drawing 2 with the skill. That's why they nerfed Switcheroo, because it was being abused with Volcanic Shell. So now we basically have Switcheroo 2.0. Flip up the Invoker, search with the Invocation. Grab the Invocation, that is. Will we negate it? Do we have a Fiendish Chain of our own? It's also worth noting, if this is your first encounter post-ban list with Duel Links, that Desperado is probably the best performing deck of the top 32, even though it's not in the top 2. Desperado has really blown up in popularity. Fiendish Chain locking up the Invoker, negating it. Gia the kitty's on the counter. Right there.
All right. I summon a monster in attack position.
Invoker gets searching. Oh, that's a devastating karma cut. If you karma cut that invoker, it will banish the other invoker in the graveyard also, getting rid of all of the invokers. You could only play 2 invoker because it's limited at 3. The invocation is limited at 3. If you have 2 cards limited at 3, you can only play 3. With them combined, you play 2 invoker, 1 invocation. That's it. Now he needs a way to get the invocation in the graveyard to add the invoker back to the hand. Well, it looks like he has a way to do so. We're not going to talk about that, though. We don't want to be coaching, even though Haru is playing from Japan. In Japan time. It's like 10 a.m. in Japan right now. That's insane. Banishing 2 Windas to summon an Ultipaleo, which on attack is completely unaffected by all other card effects. So this seemingly looks like a guaranteed lethal. Unless we have a way to stop the damage without affecting the monster, or do something that would affect the monster before the attack, like a Canadia. Before the attack, flipping it down.
My trap activates.
It's 11 a.m. in Japan, and it's Sunday. Oh my. Japan is from the future. Ultipaleo is going to defuse, summon double Winda onto the field.
Ready for this? I special summon a monster.
You're not flipping me down. No way. Winda, if destroyed by battle or effect destruction, will summon another Winda from the deck or the Ultipaleo back on the field. Activate the Megaroid City, doing exactly that. Popping the invocation to get the invocation in the grave to add back the invoker. Wow. So much for that epic Karma Cup play, which seemingly was so perfect, yet quickly countered. Invoker, search for that invocation that was added back in the deck that you can only play 1 of.
From my hand, I
Activate the invocation.
All right. I fuse
Sending a Fire Truck Roid, which is a fire, to summon a Purgatrio. Purgatrio can pierce and attack every monster on the field. The Kanadi is going to flip it down.
I activate
Get flipping. It is a temporary flip.
my turn.
Now, it's a hard once per turn to activate Invocation in the grave to add back Invoker.
Let's go.
So can't activate it again. We got to wait till next turn. How do you beat Invoked? With your own. Invoke for my own Invocation. Thinking long and hard on this play. Activates the Invocation. Banishing his opponent's Fire Truck and his own Invoker to summon his own Purgatrio.
I activate a spell card.
Activate Invocation to add back the Invoker. No DD Crow, no banish. The Invoker can be discarded to boost up your Purgatrio by 1,000.
I'll set a card.
He is threatening lethal here.
Battle.
Get battling.
Target locked.
Get piercing.
Launching.
Purgatrio also gains 200 attack per card your opponent controls. Does not discard the Invoker to boost up. We have double Winda going for game.
My monster.
Attack number 1. Kiteroid negates.
This.
Attack number 2.
I attack you directly.
Exactly.
Kiteroid negate.
Monster's effect activates.
Well,
G is working perfect.
you just triggered his Destiny draw. Now he's gonna pick up his deck,
Still believe in my
or not. Okay, he didn't. He didn't need to. He apparently has the win already. Let's go. Add the Invoker back to the hand. Focus, focus.
counting on you. My monster's effect.
Activate Invoker. Get searching. Grabbing Invocation.
From my hand, I activate a
Activate Invocation. I'm actually not sure if he's playing Destiny Draw because his deck list is in Japanese. What is his skill? And come forth Purgatrio by banishing a fire.
I set this
Wow.
face down.
That's a lot of food on the field. That Purgatrio is going to eat up all the windows. Going in on the window in the middle.
What an
Flipping up a Kanadi to stop that Purgatrio from winning.
I activate.
Close. I do believe he's playing Sorcerer Conduit, actually, which is a skill that will search for the Invoker, so it is not a Destiny draw. If we were to quickly bring up that skill, let's look it up. Sorcery Conduit. Each time you lose 1,500 life, you can draw a random spellcaster, and it's not random because you'll just be playing the Invoker. Exceed Shokan into a Diamond Dire Wolf. Diamond Dire Wolf can destroy itself and any other card in the field. Floodgate, flip it down permanently.
Come on out. I summon a monster.
Summon an Invoker. Invoker get searching. Grab the Invocation.
From my hand,
Invocate.
a spell.
Come forth and summon.
Ready for this?
Sending a Volcanic Shell from the hands of the grave, banishing the Invoker to summon a second Purgatrio.
I activate a spell.
Now, there's more. Grab the Invoker. Back to the hand. Invoker can be discarded to boost up the Purgatrio, which he's going to preemptively do. Boosting up that Purgatrio.
Volcanic shell.
Activate Volcanic Shell. Add a shell to the hand. Now it's time for the skill. Return the Volcanic Shell back in the deck. Draw.
Battle.
What are we drawing?
Get luck.
Get swinging.
My monster attacks.
1,900 damage. Shows takes it to game number 2.
I lost.
Now it's time to side deck. What do you side deck against Invoker? Do you side deck DD Crow? They can't play Cosmic Cyclone. Cosmic Cyclone is limited to 3. You can't play it alongside your Invoker. There is no way.
Here I go. It's my turn. From my hand,
Turn 1 Neos Fusion. By the way, the Neos Fusion is semi-limited. You can only play 2,
come on out.
and it is semi-limited alongside Keeper. The deck is hit by so many limits. It's going semi-limited, limited to 3. It's crazy. Sending a Volcanic Shell from the deck to the grave to help summon the Brave Neos alongside the Elemental Hero Neos. With the Volcanic Shell in the graveyard, pay 500 to add another Volcanic Shell from the deck to the hand. It's perfect to use with a skill, return back on the deck to draw a new card, or you could discard it with a card like Karma Cut, the most popular trap in Duel Links. Megaroid City will destroy a card you control to search your deck for a Roid, which could be a Kite Roid. Destroy a Sangan to search Invoker. Unbelievable. Grabs a Kite Roid, which can double negate a direct attack. Searches for a Veil instead. Does not opt for the Invoker search. This is a new card. When you take battle damage, you special summon it, then you gain back the damage you have taken. Wow. Super protective. Kite Roid plus a Veil? That's double protection. Kite Roid does not exist in the TCG, as far as I know, unless it's been newly released. This is a anime Duel Links exclusive.
I end my
It's
turn.
my turn.
And my turn, I don't want to attack directly to trigger the life point skill of Sorcerer Conduit after dealing 1,500 damage, giving him an Invoker. No thank you. Haru's gonna pass. Back to Shao's. Shao's with an 11-card deck. Verse 22, he's going to be the one to deck out. He's got to make a play first. Haru is just going to sit. I'm chilling. You deck out. I collect the MCS money. I win. Come forth, Invoker. Activate. Get searching. Grab the Invocation. If you ever want to know what's popular in Yu-Gi-Oh! Besides the top deck page or tier list on duellinksmeta.com, you can click the magnifying glass, click on sort by popularity, and you get to see what the most popular cards are. If you could sort by trap, Karma Cut's been all over the tournament today. He is going in for 1,500 shy from triggering the skill. That's all he's willing to deal. Just 1K, then pass back to Yamayugi.
Draw a card. I sump my monsters of
Invoker gets searching. What's crazy is if there wasn't a Brave Neos on the field to destroy the Veil, he could have summoned Veil, gain his life points back, summon Invoker, exceed with the Veil, make a Diamond Direwolf, pop the back row, then make a Purgatrio, then win. Karma Cut, banishing the Invoker by discarding a shell. Megaroid City, popping the Invocation to add back the Invoker. Karma Cutting Invoker is not good against the Megaroid City. That is, you tried it once, you tried it twice. I don't recommend it. Focus, Floodgate, flip it down permanently. Get flipping, maybe wants to prevent an Exceed, even though he could flip down the Exceed itself, but then he'd have room. Ooh, we have a Chaos Hunter. Chaos Hunter unclogging his fields. Chaos Hunter says, your opponent cannot banish cards. I'm gonna flip it down. So he can continue to banish. Double Floodgates. Now, remember, he does have a Veil in the hand. He also has a Kiteroid. Kiteroid can negate the damage. Veil can regain the damage. Banishing the shell and the Invoker from the graveyard, come forth a Fire Fusion. It is Purgatrio. Fire Reload, return a shell back on the deck to draw a new. Similar to Switcheroo, which they did nerf. Add the Invoker back to the hand, which can be discarded to boost up either fusion. It don't matter. It does not have to be an invoked fusion. This renders the Battle and Boxer Veil to not be as good. Well, he didn't discard to counter the Veil because it then would have been stopped by the Kiteroid. Okay, gonna summon, gain 2,500 life. Had he attacked with the Brave Neos first, then the Purgatrio could have at least pierced through the Veil. No piercing damage to the Brave Neos, but the Brave Neos instead searches for a Neos Fusion. Ooh, playing 2 Neos Fusion. Does he play 2 Elemental Hero Neos? Possibly not. That other Neos Fusion will likely just be used for discarding. I don't think he could use it. You get to a point where you decide to summon the first Purgatrio. That first Purgatrio might get hit by back row, but that first Purgatrio leads to a second, which leads to a third, and by the third, your opponent usually runs out of resources to stop it. Purgatrio will attack every single monster on the field. It will pierce through every single monster on the field. It will get boosted with the Invoker being added back to the hand to usually make it over 4,000 attack. It's insane. And here it is. He is starting with the first Purgatrio. Wave 1 of Purgatrio. Karma Cut for the first one. Discard a card, banish it.
I activate a trap.
Banish.
My turn is done.
1 down, 2 to go.
I draw.
The ultimate boss monster, Purgatrio.
Time for some action.
We know he has Kiteroid to stop damage.
My monster attacks you directly.
25.
I expected you to do that.
Kiteroid to completely negate the damage.
My monster attacks you directly.
26.
Exactly what I was waiting for.
1 Kiteroid, stop 2 attacks. Now, Kiteroid cannot protect from piercing damage. So when his field is open, he is more safe than Xiao's having a triple monster field. Invoker. Searching for invocation, that same invocation, that one invocation continually being recycled. Focus, this is the second Purgatrio.
All right.
Purgatrio number 2.
A monster.
Now, Dkayed, what happens if he survives to the third one? Then we go to gameplay B. Game plan B, which is deck out your opponent.
I set this card face.
We'll see.
Let's battle. Playtime.
Get swinging. Attempt number 2.
Crash and
Karma cut number 2.
my set card. I activate a trap.
Banish. Discarding the searched for Neos Fusion.
It's my
Now,
I draw.
there is a chance that Haru will wait to summon his third Purgatrio.
Action. Brace
He might try to do something to play around that single back row before he summons the third. It's possible. It's also possible that he could lose right here.
Now's my
I don't mean to hype up Haru as the raid boss here, but that's just how it is. Kite Roid again. Double negate.
My monster's effect activates.
I end my turn.
Let's go, let's go. Round 3, are you ready for a third Purgatrio, or is he going to wait? Are you ready for a third Karma Cut?
My monster's
He's going for it. The mad lad is going for it. No fear of that newly set card. It could be a bluff.
from my hand.
Or Haru is backed up into a corner. He has no choice. He's got to go for the third Purgatrio. The third, the final Purgatrio.
All right.
This is it. The third and final.
I activate
3,100 attack, going to be 4,100 with a discarded Invoker. Going to attack and pierce every single monster on the fields. He wins if the attack goes through.
playtime.
It's done.
My monster attacks.
He's not. Oh, he flips up a Ballista Squad.
Set card kicks in.
Tribute a monster, destroy any card on the field. The Mad Lad has survived all 3 invokers. Purgatrio invokers, I should say.
I'm
Is this Xiao's game to win now?
I summon a monster.
Is this an inevitable victory for Xiao's?
Effect.
Kite Roid is semi-limited. You will not be seeing another Kite Roid.
From my hand,
In
a spell.
Vocate. Banishing that third Purgatrio.
I fusion
Get it out.
monster.
He's got double Purge, plus a Brave Neos. Any attack is lethal. With that Invoker added to the hand, if he discards it in the damage step, it will boost any monster to over 3,000. He just needs one attack to connect. Just one. And there's no more Kite Roids.
My monster attacks you directly.
Attack!
Now,
Fiendish Chain the first.
down card. My continuous trap activates.
Lock it up. Negate it.
My monster's effect.
Oh, he discarded. Wait. He did not target the Brave Neos with it. He targeted the Purgatrio. He boosts up the Brave Neos. That was the lethal attack. Xiao's with the 2-0 victory is your meta champion winner. You did it. Invoked Neos. Here is the full deck type breakdown. Now I want you to predict the best performing for the top 32. This is the most played. But what about the best performing? Boom. Invoked Neos. Best performing. Where was it on the full deck type breakdown? Third most played deck. Best performing deck. Wow. Outperformed Desperado. Second place with Invoked Roids. That's a 30 card. Oh my Jesus, that looks beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Yes. Oh, it's like Kaiba opening up his briefcase at the start of Yu-Gi-Oh, but this is what you see. Woo! That is nice. Now we're gonna look at Xiao's. Number 1, your grand champion. Boom. 20 cards. nice and tight. Triple Karma Cut. This is clean. This is clean, clean, clean. Another Invoked Neos. Prepare to see a lot of these. There's 8 of them in the top 32, but it's going to be a good way to see how you should build it. You can combine all of the different decks. I guess it's worth noting that he didn't play Kaliga. Yeah. First place did not play Kaliga. He played Diamond Direwolf instead. And we got the Shiranui. This is, I believe, if I want to keep the other window open ready, this is the only Shiranui. More Fire Reload. All of the Invoked Neos decks, they're going to look the same. And we got the Noble Knight, Myth Yard. Good job playing Balance. There's a tug of war of whether you should play Balance or My Monster cards. Guaranteed a monster, guaranteed a spell, not guaranteed a trap. A Battle and Boxer Veil, not standard within the Fire Reload. Invokes Neos version of the deck. Raymond, Master of Destiny, most played deck of the tournament. Second best performing deck of the tournament, right under Invoked Neos. It looks like I didn't change the deck, but I did. New deck. Looks very similar. I noticed the Creole is the main card that swapped. And we have a Heroes Invoked Neos. Invoked Neos Heroes. We got more Noble Nuts. Balance again. Pay attention. How many balance versus My Monster cards? Almost Laval. What? You what? We got Volcanic Shell with the skill. Konami, fix the skill. Emergency, fix it. Master of Destiny. That is Fiend Comedian. That's the Japanese art. It looks crazy. Balance, Goki, Necro Valley. The newest deck in today's tournament was Noble Knights. That performed well and is on the tier list. Very nice. Battle and Boxer Veil. Double Kiteroid. Megaroid City. I loved watching Shiny Sophia pop her canvas to trigger the cloud twice. That was insane. Ritual Beast. The one Ritual Beast in the top 32. We got more Desperado. More Desperado. I don't want to spend too much time on the deck unless there's something spicy like a Black Salvo. So you got the level 7 Synchros. I like Black Salvo a lot. Oh my. Loroma. With the Infernity Inferno not playing Battle in Boxer Veil. Just like that. Screenshot it. It will be on the website though. Looking nice. Hero Fire Reload. It it shouldn't be called Hero, right? Balanced Trimid. Looking very nice. Loving it. Got the Triple Pulse. Level Reduction Black Wings, very powerful. We saw the power of Heat Wave today. If you end up going first and you open up a Heat Wave, you want to go second. So basically Heat Wave will kind of reset the duel and make it so you're going second. Because you activate it, neither player could summon effect monsters, so you get a free turn. More level reduction Black Wings. Why 2 Whirlwind in the level reduction? Because you need room for back row removal. And you really pop off with the Simoon anyway. 1 back row is going to stop you. We have Firu, Master of Rites, Megalith, Exceed. Bood makes me lewd. Okay, there you go. Check out this Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Triple Karma Cut. You can't escape it. Everyone is cutting. All right, Blue Eyes 2. Hello. That one Cyber Dragon is here. Just like that. Master of Destiny, more of this. All of them are just blurring together. Oh yeah. 1 Thunder Dragon in the top 32. Triple Lupine. No Lightsworn. More Fire Reload. Invoked Neos. I'm checking for the spice. I don't think you see anything spicy, anything non-standard. 2 window instead of 3. Salvo. And the Master of Destiny. And that's the full top 32. That's all of it. That's how you do it. Let's go, let's go.